guys, today I'm going to do a squishy makeover. This cute squishy that I had for a long time that I found at Goodwill with a bag of stuff, which I thought was doll clothes. Turned out to have been cheerleading stuff but I saw this cute squishy in there and it's a smushy mushy. Then this is a half, I'm going to say it's half eating because it's a part of my pancake squishy I had for a very long time. And I might use pieces of this for this. I do not know. I'm going to try to figure out what I'm going to do for this squishy makeover. And I got these paint colors of my paints that I have. I don't know what I'm going to do with what color, but let's just get in. Okay, so I'm going to make this into a mystical creature. And I'm going to actually use and paint this piece. I'll probably hot glue it once I'm done painted, but this might be like a little treat or like snack. The mystical creature is going to be, I'm going to figure out what colors I'm going to use. I'm thinking of maybe just using these colors and maybe some purple. But I got to open up some of these paints because they're not opened because they're brand new and I never had them, used them, but I had them for a while. Let's see. I'm going to try to get these open. How do I get these paints open? I'm going to try and cut the seal off. I was coming back to you guys once I get the seal off of both of these paints. So I finally got the paints opened. I'm going to put the paint on here and paint it on the tray. Here's all my paintbrushes. You can tell I used my paintbrushes. And haven't got the paint off of some, but I got the paint out of most of these brushes. Some of them are actually still have paint in them. They're kind of hard, so what I'm going to do is probably clean some of these paintbrushes first because they're kind of stiff before I start painting because I don't want this to get all ruined. So I'll see you guys after that. So I fixed the paintbrushes. As you can see, like they're more like movable. They're not stiff at all. I do have a big red one, like with the bigger brush, but I don't know where it is. I used to, when I was customizing the Bitty Baby doll in the last video, cleaning them up. So first I'm going to squirt some of the colors, and I will be mixing some colors too. Just squirt some of the purple out. I'm not going to get that much of colors. I'm just going to squirt a little bit of each color. Or not that much of this one or this one because I'm going to be mixing both of these. So I'm just squirting like little droplets of both of these. I'm going to add a lot of like this much of that. And then that, and then I'm going to take a brush and mix it. I'm going to take this brush and mix it, and I do have paper towels so I can clean the brushes off so colors won't mix when I don't want them to mix. Now, let me just move these paints out of the way so you guys can see the process of mixing these colors. Okay, I think I might need to add a little bit more of this color here. And this paint is actually acrylic paint that I'm using. So, yeah. I'm going to first use this color and start painting part of it some. I'm just painting over this here. And there will be multiple layers of paint. Like colors, depends on how I'm doing this. which I actually do not know how I'm doing. I'm just kind of going along and seeing what I'm gonna turn out with it. Kind of messed up a little on some parts, so I'm just trying to wipe some of it off with my finger. As you can see, I'm painting this. Not the whole entire thing will be this color. Like, this is just the front part. Like, the whole entire front part and the bottom of its feet will be this color. Well, I'll definitely and probably use a blow dryer just to blow dry this paint easier, so I can do the second coat because it's easier and I won't have to wait so long for it to dry because I don't want the paint that I squared out here to dry yet, so that's why. And yes, this squishy is a little broken here. It was like that because I had a keychain and I pulled it off years ago, so it's like that because it was one of the smushy mushies keychain ones. But so far it looks like this. It's super cute so far. This one's gonna be like a sweet treat themed one, so yeah, I will see you guys in just a minute. Sorry if you guys hear background noise, my dog's barking at one of our neighbors, but I got most of it. It's all dry besides like this side here. It's still a little wet. I did blow dry with a blow dryer, but that part didn't get. But I'm going to do the second layer on the side that has dried yet. So let's do the second coat. Probably only gonna do 2 coats. Just this color on the front here. Not that much needed around the foot part, like coats, because it was pretty thick layer there. And I have some big plans for the top of the little hat, which you guys will see coming up. It's gonna be super cute, guys. Parts of it still hasn't dried a little, so I'm gonna try to let it dry a little while I'm trying to paint the rest. But I'm getting the parts of the foot right now. And I'm just gonna paint over that part because it's sort of dried now. Just getting the rest of this. Then I'm gonna use the blow dryer again to let this dry so it can dry fully before I do the rest of it, like the ears, the rest of the back, the front, the top. So I'm going to see you guys once I'm done blow drying it, because I'm not gonna show that process because it's just me blow drying with a hair dryer with squishy to get the paint to dry, and that's boring. I know you guys don't want to see that, so see if you hear noises, that's my dog because she's playing with her toys and things. But it's dried. Some of it's still a little wet when you touch it. It's still a little wet, but nothing that bad. So I'm gonna do the rest. I'm gonna be actually using yellow for this top part, which I'm going to start the top part there. Just try to get this yellow paint opened. Okay, I almost got this yellow paint open. I don't know why they have to put these around paint, but it's just so people won't open the paint in store and squirt it everywhere. Let me just use the scissors because I got part of it, so I can kind of like cut a little bit of it. So it's like make a little slit so it's easy to pull off. And here I got it all off. And I will be using the other colors, just not yet. Just a little dot of this. If I had a cream color, I would, but I actually think I might use a little pink with this. I might. Just like the tiniest, like barely a drop of pink with this. For this one, I'm going to be using this paintbrush. I'm going to mix some of the yellow and pink together. Which I think the yellow is taking over the pink, so I might need to add another little drop of pink. That was a little bit too big of a drop, I think. Hopefully it doesn't turn out that bad. I thought the yellow and pink could make like a creamy pinkish yellow color. Which I'm hoping for, and it does look like a pretty good color. And if you guys were guessing what I'm gonna do, this is supposed to be a sweet treats one, so it's gonna be like a little cake on top, like a cake kinda, like a cake on top, so that's what I'm doing. It's painting a little cake on top of him. Some of the blue will be covered by the yellowish pink color for the cake. I actually don't have that much of the color. I should have made more, which I will probably do, but just not yet. And I'll see if I do have enough to do probably a little second coat. But I'm just trying to get the rest of the last detail parts, how I want this. See, like it's going to look like a cake. But I'm going to blow dry this. I know each segment part is like 3 to 2 minutes or 1 minute, but I'm going to obviously blow dry. You guys don't really need to know, but I want to tell you each process part I do, so if you guys want to ever do a squishy makeover, you kind of know the steps, processes that I do. And mine's my own idea and my own process steps on making a squishy makeover. I don't know, would hot glue melt a squishy? Because I want this to glue like this. Like, well, I'll definitely cut it, but like glue it to its mouth to make it look like it's eating it. But we'll figure that out once I finish the whole entire thing before we figure out the rest. So see you guys. I'm done blow drying it. So it's the easiest to blow dry. Mainly, there's not that much that needs second coats. Mainly the blue pieces that I try to give the whole thing a second coat if I can. I'm trying this. It might not be the best, guys, but this is my first doing a squishy makeover. I do have better squishy. One squishy is, I think I have 2 soft squishies. No, 2 unicorn squishies, I know that. But I have a soft squishy. I would make over, but I'm not going to, mainly because my cousin gave me it. He actually won it for me when we went on a vacation trip and won it at an arcade at this theme park, so I'm not going to redo that one because it's a very special squishy, but and once I get like whatever this to dry, like this layer, once I dry this layer, Then I'm gonna add like the details on this to make it look like a cake, kind of like cake details. Like I'm gonna use a little bit of pink to make it look like it's like pink icing on it, or like frosting or icing. Icing is like things you put on. Frosting is what you put on cake. Icing you can put on cake, but it's like what people call for cookies. But he's gonna be like a little like sweet treat bear. It looks like a little honey pot on top of him. He is so cute, guys. This needs some more there and more right here. If you guys hear background, that's when like washer or dryer, one or the other. I think this is my dryer making noises. So sorry if you hear that, but like I finished it. Like what it looks like. Let me give you a closer look at the details of it, and then I'm gonna finish the rest of the cake in a minute, guys. It's dried now, so I'm going to squirt out a tiny bit of pink paint because I'm not gonna use that much. Like this, like much is all I'm needing. Gonna be using this paintbrush. We're gonna try to get all the color out. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to. I'm just trying to get all the color out because I want to use this one. I don't know. It might still yellow. I don't want to get yellow. I would just clean out a sink. I'm just gonna use some paper towels. Doesn't look like any's coming off. It looks like it just kind of, the color just like hardened in there. So I'm gonna use this. If you guys didn't know, the show The Casa Grandes is sadly being ended because I don't know why. Just Nicola decided to end the show. Wants to end the show after this third season, which I love the show a little bit more than Loud House. No offense to any Loud House people, because I do love Loud House too. It's just because I really like the character of Ronnie Ann. I know a lot of people hate The Casa Grandes main because Ronnie Ann's character changed to be a little more softer, but it's just because she was. And before, when she was in the Loud House, she was like fighting for her family kind of thing. Or, like taking care of her family and things. And now she actually has family and she knows how to be not in charge all the time. So, I don't know. What's your opinions on the show, that show? Oh, look. It's looking like a little cake so far. This I'm just gonna, for this I'm just gonna add lots of paint to that part because I want it to be like more thick. So I want this to be like very thick on the top, like thick frosting like look to it. So that's what I'm doing. And that's why I'm adding a lot of paint. And when I dry, it's gonna be like thick frosting. I want to be like thick, like the frosting texture. So I'll see you guys in a minute once I'm done drying this, like blow drying it. Yep, it's already like still a little wet, but I dried most of it. So I'm gonna be cleaning off the paintbrush again, so I can use this one because I like using this paintbrush. I like how with the size of the bristle, like how it's not so fat, but it's not so small. Like I will be using my fine point one for the tiny details towards the end on it, but I am going to now do the front face with a color with the light blue here. Oh, I just dropped something on the little squishy piece. The whole like front face will be light blue, but the eyes I will do the eyes just not right away. Gonna save the eyes for like after I'm done doing the light blue. Yeah, and I will do the mouth, and it's not gonna do like the blue around the face yet, like the eyes or mouth yet as much, because I'm trying to not get blue on the eyes or mouth so I can know how to detail it how I want for the nose. And also, the little paws will have the light blue in it. Like right here, the little circle part, like the little feet. So, yeah. Parts will look like that. And here's how it looks so far. It's not so bad. And I'll come back with you in a minute once it dries. And I might not show you how I did the face, like the details, because I don't want to make this video too long because it's already getting a long video. So here's what I done the face. It's finished, and then I did the ears. And I'm on the second coat of ears. I'm working on the ears right now, well, I'm already on the second coat of the ears. I'm just going to do like little updates like this that are very short updates. Just kind of show you what I did. Oh my gosh, I love the face. I messed up on the eyes, the dots in the eyes. Since I made it look like he's kind of like sleepy, but not. The mouth, yes, I messed up. But I think it looks super cute so far for being my first ever squishy makeover like that. I don't know if it's makeover because the squishy wasn't destroyed, besides the ears had cracks in it. Like cracks where you push it and then goes like breaks. But here is what it looks like so far. So I'll see you guys in the next update. So this is the Rush Squishy Makeover video, and if you're wondering why it's in a different background, because this is like months later. I don't even know how long later this is, because I don't even remember when I first started filming this. But yeah, I got all of these paintbrushes. I got some newer paintbrushes actually. I got some new paintbrushes. Well, actually, they're not really new paintbrushes. They're actually old paintbrushes, but like these are the ones that I've already had waiting for summer. Then I have all these. Well, these are already used paintbrushes, but they were like from my. Let me move that out of the way, because sorry for the mess in the background. But these were for my uncle's wife, which was my aunt. These were some of the things that I got. So I have these paintbrushes and this art paint tool. I don't know what this is called, but I know people use it a lot. And also, I got this a while back from the Dollar Tree, so I'm gonna finish this. Yes, it is like severely messed up because it got cracked. The paint. This is my first time doing squishy makeover, and the next video I'm gonna do a donut squishy makeover. This donut, it's not really like slow rising. Really, I got it from like an arcade place. Let me just move this over here. So sorry for the like. See all the stuff in the background? All my stuffed animals and stuff is all off my loft bed right now because last night and like the really early like last night a.m. or something, my dog peed in my bed. I do not know why. When she was sleeping with me, she kind of just peed in my bed. I don't know why. So that's why if you see a bunch of stuff in the background. So I'm actually with this part. I'm actually going to cover up this part with squishy and make like a better cake on top. So I'm going to do like some pink and red colors. So add this much pink and then adding like some red and mixing it. And I'll use a little red to be like a little cherry on it. Like I'll get another piece to make be a little cherry. I added a little too much red for that. But I'm going to use this paintbrush. Actually, not this one. Gonna use this one of my new paintbrushes. Like this is such a soft tip brush. So yeah. So as you can see right now, I'm mixing the colors. I do not have any paper towels in my room right now, which is probably a mistake. If I make a mess. Right now I'm just going to paint to this. And I also have the Mod Podge. Here it is, Mod Podge. If you're seeing other things when I customize for my TikTok or other things, I customize things and I use a lot of Mod Podge. Because Mod Podge is like the best for like when trying to customize certain things. So, and I'll have to let the paint dry before like I do like kind of put the Mod Podge coat over it and kind of like glue it with the Mod Podge. Because Mod Podge is a sealant glue for those who do not know what Mod Podge is or never like heard of it but never used it before. This is only like maybe my 5th time using Mod Podge. I really don't know because I've done like quite a few things with Mod Podge. I've sealed LPS custom I did. I have done Mod Podge with when I painted my Bitty Baby doll's hair, like I painted their head. Like some of them I like customized different, and I wanted to look different than what before because I had some that looked the same, or like their paint on their head was like really bad chipped and things. So I like customized them like that. So I used Mod Podge. It's gonna be like a little like spongy looking cake on top, which looks so cute on this. And look, I already got paint all over me. Well, it's not trying to get paint all over me. So, yeah. I'm just kind of blowing on it to dry it quicker. Oh, there is hair from the squishy piece. But this is an old pancake squishy, so yeah. I'll come back when this is dried, okay? It is not dried yet, but I'm going to put the Mod Podge on this part now and then glue it, and then I'll wait to put the red dot paint on the little squishy part, and then I will seal it with Mod Podge. Mod Podge, just by the way, if you ever want to use Mod Podge, just warning you, it stinks really bad, and I like to use my older paintbrushes, like my old paintbrushes for like the Mod Podge part. Like I don't really have, like with my newer paintbrushes, I don't really have like a really small thin one, so I use this a lot for small thin ones, but I'm gonna use this for the Mod Podge, this one. And Mod Podge looks white, but trust me, when you're done using it, it turns clear. It looks like looks like glue, like you're putting glue all over it. And also, I do not know how, but if I would tag Mariah Elizabeth, because she's the one who made me want to start doing my squishy makeover and squishy makeover videos, because Well, I'm such a big fan of her. I watch her all the time. And sometimes, like, I watch her on my school iPad and things. Ooh, okay. Maybe I should have waited for the paint to dry. Because this is not turning out how I wanted it to. Sorry you can't see anything right now. Oh, I got paint all over me. Yeah, definitely, probably. Let me just add. Actually, let me fix with the Mod Podge. Add some Mod Podge on the bottom of this. Because Mod Podge is a sealant and also it like works like glue kind of, so. So I'm just trying to do this as best as possible. I'm not the best at using Mod Podge with the way I want to use it. So, I'm just going to hold on this down until it dries a little, and I'll be back with you guys in a minute. It's definitely not working because it will not stay. So that idea won't work. So I'm just going to seal the whole thing with Mod Podge. And there is hair got stuck to the squishy. I don't want hair stuck to the squishy. Oh, now it's kind of all like messed up because that squishy had so much hair on it. You can't tell, so I'm going to just seal the whole thing, like the cracks, everything, with like Mod Podge. So it can like dry. And then once like this part dries, and I'll flip it over and do the rest, like the bottom and everything. But for now, I'm just doing the top of it. It's like the ears, around the cracks, the back of it. Actually, I'm going to use a different one for the Mod Podge. I'm going to use this big one. It's definitely going to work better, and it's bigger, so I can spread the Mod Podge around it all better. And guys, don't worry, the Mod Podge will not mess. It will not mess up. Even if I messed up a little because the paint on my hands turned it pink, and it's supposed to be blue there, which, yeah, that is not a good thing. Just gonna seal the holes and cracks with Mod Podge. So this is just going to dry with the Mod Podge. Watching the Mod Podge dry. So you kind of just have to let the Mod Podge sit and dry, so that's what I'm going to do. Well, since right now I clean my hands the best I can from like the paint, but right now it's just having it sit on the paint tray while the Mod Podge dries. So what I'm thinking is, I don't want to make this video too long, so this will be the end of the video. And if you want to see what it looks fully after the Mod Podge's done, I'll definitely keep you guys updated and posted on my TikTok about that. But that's all I gotta say. So bye guys. Hope you liked my first ever squishy makeover video, and stay tuned for Donut Squishy Makeover.